I'm Khánh Linh, and here's my story. My brother has always been a perfect role model. At school, he was always a straight-A student, and he's been a valedictorian several times in several academic competitions. And then there's me. I'm just a normal girl with a normal intelligence quotient. But people, from my family members, my relatives, to my teachers, have expected more of me and called me Khánh sister. So certainly, I did my best to be like him, so as to fit that label. But somehow, along the progress, I felt like I had lost myself completely. I didn't know what I was like, what I loved, or even who I was exactly. Or, in other words, I had lost my self-identity. Self-identity is the understanding that a person has of themselves. It embodies the answer to the question, who am I? And a person with a sense of self will know what they like, what they love, their value, or their boundaries. One can say, I am lazy, or I am good at writing. Those are a few examples of self-identity. They are aware of themselves. They know the characteristics, lazy, their strengths, writing skills. In contrast, I had no idea about myself. I didn't know what I mastered at, and I didn't know what I was like. Since all I cared about in the past was to be talented and smart like my brother, just like people had expected me to. And whenever I failed, they would say, she will never be as smart as him. But why did I conform to those expectations? Since most of those were from my parents and teachers, and I was very young at that time, so I could not listen to them. Because disobeying adults would only be considered socially unacceptable. Moreover, social pressure contributes to this as well. People expect you to do this kind of thing, you fail, you'll be held to contempt, then you'll get another label: failure, untalented, loser. Such labels like mine, Khánh sister, seem harmless, but they can affect how you think about yourself and they can change you. However, you can't control what society thinks of you. It only depends on how you interpret those labels. You can choose to ignore, to behave accordingly, or to aggressively protest. I once did act accordingly to my label, but it took me long enough to realize one thing: I can never be and never will be like my brother. We have different sets of genetic information, so we are two completely different individuals with different flaws and strengths. Therefore, people cannot force me to be like him, and they obviously cannot label me as the lesser child whenever I fail to be like him. So eventually, I fought them back aggressively because I figured out that it was my life, my choice. Thus, they had no right to define me, and I had the right to be me. The same applies to you. You can never be someone else, someone you idolize, or someone of great power. But you can be you. You can be your best self, the one that you love most, or the one that you're most comfortable with. And with your best self, no one, not even your parents, can ever judge or define you. You have many choices to interpret labels, but what you should do is to believe in yourself, maintain your self-worth, and never, ever let them change you. I have found those lost pieces of myself. So can you. Thank you.